Hey guys, Tyrup here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Ladoga, Karelia. Today, spawning on the right, we have OrangePest playing as OKW. Straight away locking in Breakthrough, rather confusingly. A self-handsome is Kobal playing as the Brits, who has Commandos, Vanguard, and Royal Engineer. First engagement, Steering Pioneers chasing away section. In terms of ranks, OrangePest around rank 20 OKW and Kobal around rank 50 with the Brits. So this map, I've been quite enjoying playing on this map. I feel like there's quite an interesting dynamic around these buildings in the early game, who controls them. Just give you control like very close to your opponent's cutoff and whatnot. You know, wiring them off. If you get early control, you can wire them off, and then that kind of like locks out easy access from respective spawns, as well as which side to go to. So OrangePest is going to head to the south here. So trying to maintain control of this building. Going to abandon that now with Stern Pioneer, bring it to assist this engagement. Generally, the way I've been going is from on this side, I come down this way, because that way, you know, I have the heavy cover on my side, which should help me fight the control of the fuel. Similar story. On the right hand side, I've been coming up to the north. It does feel like maybe this is slightly further away on this side. Looks like OrangePest is going to sacrifice Swap Street is just to guarantee he gets the sandbags down here, so he can maybe win the fight, or maybe win future fights. Okay, we're going to hold his ground behind the light cover. I thought he might try and maneuver his way around to this cover position, but
enemy causing trouble, trying to take
one
of our points.
Another squad of reinforcements, and that's going to tip the scales in his favour. But a pretty strong start for OrangePest overall, getting control of our double fuel briefly. And for 3 Folks into Fusiliers. She's just trying to hide away from the universal carrier now. And they were found. Have to retreat, but yeah, OrangePest did get a strong start, controlling both munitions as well. So a pretty good start for him in terms of resources. Going for a truck. Oh, and he's going to run right into the squad of Fusiliers with the AT grenades. It's going to slow down the universal carrier quite a loss. Kobal already completed his tech. And some engineers out now. Could use the repair on this as well. He's fighting strongly from cover there, forcing away the Fox Grenadiers, but probably eventually going to lose to the Fusiliers. Moving into cover over here. I'm always like uncertain whether you're in cover from this position. Seems like maybe you're not against this kind of garrison. And in the meantime, the squad has kept up the best of the south. OrangePest controlling the middle. Wasp upgrade on the way for Kobal. Should be very good against these units camped inside the buildings, and OrangePest did go for a battle group. Pools of flame retreating without the Fox Grenadiers. Fusiliers get their upgrade started. G43 is on the way. Closing the gap before that's complete though. A bad idea against these Royal Engineers. A lot of damage in the process, and here goes the Wasp. And for the Fox Grenadiers again, they soft retreat. Want to completely neutralize there before fully retreating. Understandable. And Kobal has gone For an AT gun? Oh! Oh man, I thought there was no chance the Sturm Pioneers were going to get that squad, but they did. Lucky break there for OrangePest. Like, he was doing a pretty good job getting to the retreat path. Gave himself the opportunity, but I feel like that was quite a lucky wipe from the Sturm Pioneers there. So now Kobal's in a bit of trouble. Currently disconnected from his resources. OrangePest certainly has had better control so far. Now looks like he's got a major hold up in base, no healing. It's one thing I've been experimenting with, even when going for a battle group first, is going for one pack of med crates with the Sturm Pioneers. Sometimes it pays off. Even if you only use like one crate of them before you end up getting healing from your battle group, sometimes you can also just grab the remaining packs and then run back onto the battlefield if you desperately need the squad on the field as soon as possible. So it's not like they go to waste in the late game either. You can still just make use of them for those emergency situations. But they can avoid that kind of jam as you wait for healing. It looks like he's just going to send everything onto the map.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Ooh, attack ground, just missing. Nice attempt from Kobal. A lucky escape from the flak half track. Oh, not super lucky. Use the smoke at like an unusual timing as well. I'm going to send that down to the south to try and get some repairs now. It does open the door for Kobal to go for an AEC. Which could do some real damage. Looks like he's not going to exercise that option though. Also doesn't have the option of the Valentine, so a little bit surprised we're not going to see the AEC. I think this is like a pretty much ideal scenario. The AEC will go chase down the flak half track. And OrangePest also not investing in an AT gun to counter a potential AEC. Going instead for an infantry support gun, which should be good against units in the middle, especially there's freshly built Vickers in the middle, but this is leaving his flak half track quite vulnerable to an AEC counter push. On a map like this, yeah, it's just going to be hard to defend flak half track with just the threat of snares alone against a potential AEC, so it's a very risky play here from OrangePest. Flak half track back up. And infantry support gun forcing the machine gun to reposition now. Looks like Kobal going for another machine gun. Went for this one before the infantry support gun came in. Might have thought otherwise if he knew about the incoming infantry support guns. But this is a pretty big map. Not that strong for infantry support guns. If he just plays machine guns more on the flanks rather than through the centre, he should be able to still do quite a lot of damage. Here comes flak half track in the middle, AT gun right there, but he's backed it a little bit too far away. Bring it back in now. Already the flak half track has got out of there. Vicker's doing a good job in the south, and Kobal taking a lot of map control all of a sudden. Investing in these infantry support guns is slowing OrangePest down quite a bit here. Oh, on the wrong side of cover. Luckily the flak half track connecting with the barrels more than the squad. It's not connecting at all, really. Pretty shameful performance from the flak half track there. Ends up having to retreat because he knows the AT gun's rotating now to counter. And also losing control in the north.
The Company
So
command post
OrangePest,
is
after
finished
getting
and ready
a
for use.
really strong start, all of a sudden on the back foot. And he hasn't even lost his flak half track either. But these double infantry support guns should get some work done. What I'm surprised about is OrangePest using breakthrough
Supply half track is
rather
in
than
action.
grand offensive, which I think is more suitable for 1v1. Maybe post patch, the Sturm officer gets buffed. This will make a little bit more sense. Jumps out of the building, but doesn't move too far. Sits up right next to it, goes to work on the Australia middle. Meanwhile, another assault, and manages to outmaneuver this Vickers. Ooh, two support guns chipping away at this one. He's, oh no, he tried to set this one up. Clumsy. A little bit of poor control there from Kobal. Ends up losing the Vickers to the Sturm Pioneers close range. Gonna try going for the steal with these folks, I think. Should drop some flames on it to prevent that from happening. And here comes the flak half track, gonna pressure away the UC. He's got the Sturm Pioneers back there, so knows that there's no AT gun nearby. Back in base. But Kobal gonna try and maintain control of that Vickers.
A capture point is being overrun.
Squad being softened up by the infantry support guns. Now the flak half track took a lot of damage. Sturm Pioneers on the retreat. OrangePest going to try to get the wipe here before retreating himself. Nicely done by OrangePest. This entire sequence started by Vickers going down, resetting it up in a clumsy position. Should have just hard retreated it. T-gun going flak half track hunting, but OrangePest gets on the bicycle again. Ooh, and the double infantry support guns. Now they're starting to pay off. 7 kills between them. OrangePest also taking good control in the north amongst all of this. Here comes a Centaur. Not going for the AEC, paying off with this fast Centaur. And OrangePest now getting Raketen to counter it, but a little bit late. So he's going to try to go for a double snare on it. Try to slow it down that way with engine damage, but not happening. Kobal repositions. Centaur getting in there for some good damage. OrangePest does have his sphere going up. Gonna overlook these two infantry support guns, make them very safe in their positioning. And now try and put some mines up as well to defend his position. Playing it safe with the Centaur here. Maybe he doesn't want to... Oh man! Double infantry support guns actually took out the 6-pounder there, I didn't notice. Now going to work on these. As you can see here, the double infantry support guns doing some really good damage. Constantly forcing Kobal to reposition, and as Brits that can be big trouble, you know, kind of need to fight from cover, not that good at charging forwards, without commandos at least. Or the assault Tommies. I feel like this Centaur hasn't quite got the job done. Maybe he's too scared to run it too far forwards without a sweeper, but the result hasn't quite got enough kills. Looks like the Wasp looking for another target very near to Vet 3 with that now. Back after once again just being used very cautiously. Doesn't have any kills on it, but as V1. And Raketen creeping up. Gonna look for another shot on the Centaur, which is being repaired.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Kobal going for a second AT gun.
6-pounder anti-tank
The kitten
gun
misses
finished.
its shot, max range. And Centaur to backpedal. And infantry support guns once again going to work in middle. So it's the flak half track. Wasp and AT gun rotating. Just putting up a few more mines. Those could pay off later in the game. Is there a second Rakitten? That is a second Rakitten from OrangePest. He wants to limit the effectiveness of that Centaur and maybe, you know, also get the Wasp. More mines. A lot of mines going down for OrangePest. Does already have all his squads equipped with infantry. Has had double munitions repeatedly throughout the match, so has a pretty strong munitions flow. Plenty left over for mines now. Oh. Just reveals itself. A lot of mines down here for the Stern Pioneers though, so retreat is pretty safe. Oh, but the Wasp! Oh, he gets out just in the nick of time. And now the Rakitten is there. Wasp in some trouble, spinning around. And down it goes. Rakitten seals the deal. 6-pounder. 6-pounder. Oh. No attack ground for the kill there. Back half track does get away. Centaur also taking some damage from the Rakitten, but also getting away. We're currently the only squad of engineers are capping in the middle, so no repairs on that anytime soon. So what should Kobal be looking to do to counter this strategy? All of his commanders, I think, are pretty viable options at this stage. I mentioned commandos, good at like avoiding these infantry support guns. Also the mortar cover and air supremacy, good at knocking out positions like this. Vanguard gives you access to the crocodile, just a very strong commander overall. And no, there we go. He's going to go for Royal Engineers. Maybe he's going to look for the aviary. I have played against Kobal quite a few times and does go for the aviary quite frequently. But doesn't really offer him too much at the moment apart from maybe the vehicle crew repairs. But having gone for a second... No, cancel the second engineer, so maybe that's another reason why. No, he didn't. No, he's got it. I'm just blind. It's on the other side of the UI. These infantry support guns continuing to do work. This time he's brought them, you know, to like quite far forwards using the barrage. Really making life hard for Kobal. And OrangePest in control of the VPs as well, but pretty close to even in that. Popping out the flares now to provide some sight for his double infantry support guns. Nice usage of the flares. Often forgotten about. And often not even needed because, you know, you already have such good line of sight. So the recon package upgrade. Okay, Royal Engineers coming forwards. Don't quite spot the Rakitten there. And OrangePest has saved a lot of fuel. Is he just going straight for a King Tiger or something? Anyway, a little bit unusual that we haven't seen a vehicle from him so far. Could afford anything short of the King Tiger. Centaur does some Good work just outside of the range of the rocket in there, or maybe it's on hold fire. Once again, infantry support guns going to town on these units. This is what I often talk about going for double infantry support guns, and you guys are seeing why. Even on a map, you know, like this big, we're not quite as good as say, something like Faymanville Approach. Still causing Kobal so many headaches. Keep inching forwards. Misses its shot on the centaur there. Now at risk of getting wiped. Kobal focusing it. But it looks like the centaur just going to straight up go to the other side. Still looking for the rocket and wipe. Just looking for the snare. Rocket pushing through the middle, forcing back the centaur. And we're seeing a firefly coming in from Kobal as his next unit. Goes for the Vet 1 ability, but gets so many units. Friendlies killed 3. Whoops. Oh, and that could be a dead Briquetin though. Centaur going to work. And there it goes, decrewed. 6-pounder right there. Should probably just go for the destroy on it. Already has 2 AT guns and incoming Firefly. Doesn't really need any more anti-tank. But yeah, clearly this is part of Kobal's late game force. He really wants that Firefly early because against what he's currently facing, it doesn't really make too much sense. And with double AT guns, double sappers for the snares, I feel like he doesn't really need a Firefly right now, but I feel like, you know, he's got to go for Firefly and then maybe the AVRE, and that's just what he wants late game, so he's just getting it now. Maybe it'll come in handy.
Point is being overrun.
It does get destroyed there. But really, I feel like Kobal should have a much bigger edge having gone for this early centaur. OrangePest still in good control, maybe illustrating how much work these double infantry support guns are really doing. Continually forcing them away. Pushing forwards with the flak half track right there. Which is backing away. There's a shoe mine out here. Maybe trying to bait him into it. Yeah, just continually popping off shots. Nearly Vet 3, both of them at 13 kills. Another option that this commander does have is the flame mortar support, and there's plenty of munitions on Kobal's side right now to utilize that. He's continuously leaving his cutoff exposed though. This cutoff continually exposed, just kind of cornering himself into one region of the map. OrangePest sitting pretty despite
Extra firepower is now available for units.
not having such a large army. And it looks like he's just going to go straight for the Yak Tiger. Which is the only explanation. Thought he might go for the mechanized truck. Might as well. Get some repairs. There's incoming tank, or maybe he can just, you know, have mechanized down as a emergency King Tiger button.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
And here we go. Kobal finally branching out to the south, but he's going to run into a whole gang of mines. So many mines down here. Gonna need to bring the sweepers down. And here we go. Double Kitten sneaking up on the centaur. Both connecting there. And OrangePest going for some long-range scatter shots, but do not connect. And here we go. Flak half track rotating to counter the thrust in the south from Kobal. Overall, he's been playing very, very passively. Slowly letting his centaur accumulate kills. Trying to dodge those infantry support gun barrages. we go, Flak half-track does force away the units in the south. Didn't make any headway there, and OrangePest just in control of the VPs, now calling in assault artillery. See how this works. Pretty late dodge from Kobal, hasn't noticed it yet perhaps. There you go, starts to dodge now. Should dodge up this way.
We're losing a capture point.
He's dodging right through the middle of the sector.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Looks like it's not going to hit him though. Most of the shells landing close to the flag. Double Kitten's running forwards here. Maybe a slight mistake there from OrangePest. Has to retreat straight away, and that should open the door for the Centaur to do quite a lot of damage right now.
Damned enemies trying to take a
Once
point
again
from us.
as well, Kobal losing control of his cutoff. Cornering himself up here in the north.
Our capture
Here
point.
comes the
They're
Centaur,
trying to take
speaking
it.
of. Going for the... what's this? Strafing fire. Does some pretty good damage. And you hear that the unlock for the aviary is ready. Kobal not quite there in terms of fuel though.
We have 300 points
A
remaining.
little bit to save for OrangePest as well. Just going for that Yag Tiger, taking a long time to get there. Feel like he maybe could have won this game by now if he'd just made some tanks. But then again, making tanks against the huge amount of anti-tank Kobal has, you know, double AT guns and the Firefly, may not be a wise option.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And Kobal playing it safe here, knowing that OrangePest knows that the flank half-track would lose the Centaur. Suspecting that OrangePest is trying to bait him into the Rakettans here. And nice use of the tulip rockets to finish off the Firefly to finish off flak half-track long range. Good stuff there from Kobal. So bringing engineers to the south, but this time with the flamethrowers, so still no sweepers here. Looks like he's going to send them out to do some repairs, but then realise that they're in the south. Not really in a good position for that. And end up losing there to the Fox Grenadiers. And the kill count continues to rise. 14 kills now for that one. Just making use of the flares again on the Fusiliers. 34 in the middle here. Gotta be careful jumping into that building. So the infantry support gun's going to work. It's a mine there. German Pioneers with the follow-up. So we're going to have to get out of there.
Snipers trained.
Once again trying to use the strafing fire, but OrangePest dodging.
A capture point is being
Pioneers in
overrun.
close range. Jumps into the building, but risky stuff with the infantry support guns there. Oh man, that could have been a building flattener right then. Gets out now. And yeah, goes down with the very next shot. But Kobal, extremely lucky that squad didn't get wiped by the infantry support gun there. And now Kobal even losing control of his fuel. Go for a sniper now, not a bad choice. Could have maybe gone for the aviary though instead. Saved his manpower up a little bit. Sniper is a little bit scary with the Fusiliers, but decent choice regardless. Should apply a little bit more pressure to OrangePest. Just running right at the sniper with them, forcing the retreat. Bit 4 now, and that is going to be the Yak Tiger for OrangePest, getting the engine upgrade on it as well. Centaur finally repaired. Finally ready to do some more damage. And straight away having to retreat from the Rakitans. OrangePest going for attack grounds, but... Ooh, that was a close one. Does get away. And because Kobal invested a lot into Brems, has spent a lot of time repairing up his tanks rather than using the crew repairs, which maybe explains why they haven't done quite so much damage. The Jagdtag in here trying to do some damage. It does actually have pretty decent AoE, even without the anti-infantry barrage. Let's try to use the barrage now, but it looks like it's connecting with the slight terrain elevation there. Missing all of those shots. Once again, OrangePest jumping onto the cutoff, but doesn't stick around with the sniper there, with the machine gun. This will be a waste of time, but the infantry support guns once again softening this up, and he's not continuing to fire with the Jagdtag. I thought he might just continue to blast away with it. Incendiary rounds once again. OrangePest maintaining control of the centre whilst pushing slowly but surely in the north. Using the barrage again. Trying to the AT guns. Not connecting with any shells though. Kobal dodging.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
There we go, Sniper getting a shot off there. G43's quick to chase him down though afterwards. Is that Centaur currently in the middle?
We're losing a capture point.
Tiger taking some shots. Centaur in a very weird position. I'm not sure exactly. I guess he's hoping to get a squad as it comes to harass the cutoff, but unable to assist in the north right now. Kobal is just very, very slowly draining down as well. About to tick under 200. OrangePest is just going to let the Jagdtag blast away with its main gun. Hope for some lucky hits. As I mentioned, it does have a decent AoE on its gun compared to most other tank destroyers. Much better than the Elephant. Going for some attack grounds potentially on the Centaur, hiding behind the building there. Infantry support guns going to work on the MG once again, having to reposition that. Now, OrangePest is going to wall off the centre, try to secure his control in the middle even further. Both players, you know, basically at their population cap limits now. So there's not much room for recomposition. What are they going to get done with their current armies? Usually is sprinting forwards, trying to go for the sniper here. But the Vickers gets the suppression in. The sniper comes up for some revenge shots. Once again, the machine guns getting forced away by the infantry support guns. Kobal finally making some headway in the south though, getting some territory under his control down there. Has floated up quite a lot of munitions again, so start using some of his off maps or maybe the crew repairs once again. OrangePest sending a few squads down to get rid of the squad. Still not even Vet 3 on this, just a tiny fraction of experience away. Just a very slow and steady pace to this match. Clearly settling in for the long haul here. Should be a whole bunch of mines going down for both players. And looks like OrangePest is going to set up his mechanized all the way forwards here. Tiger looks like it's lining up a shot on the sniper, but it camouflages. And Kobal calling in the flame mortar support on the machine gun, trying to force that away. The T-gun's pushing through the middle. Yeah, Tiger taking quite a lot of damage. It's also chipping in for some damage on the JT, forcing it away. There's a sweeper there. The mine's getting revealed. OrangePest looking for the wipe on this retreating squad. As most is infantry. It doesn't get it. Quick retreat from Kobal. And the Shreya locking down the territory here in the north, getting quite a lot of kills on that squad as well. Now OrangePest has been forced back quite away. And Kobal looking to set up shop in the middle. Oh.
Supply line's been cut.
Oh, yeah, Tiger connects there with the Centaur as it peeks its head forwards. Oh, support gun connecting there. Once again, OrangePest in control of 2 of the points. Plenty of resources floating. Getting control of the south again. Like 40 this time being upgraded with the medical stations. This is how much time Kobal has had. Which is, you know, nice.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
If you don't have to have your sections back healing all the time. Usually you don't have time to set this up in a 1v1 unless you're going for like a very commando heavy build. Or maybe like a Vickers heavy build. Kobal has managed to fit it in. Fusiliers going forwards but getting repelled. Tiger up to 6 kills now. All infantry. Oh, here we go. Double Raketins right in front of the Centaur. This could be trouble. Mainly for the Raketins. I think he's going to lose at least one of them here. This one going down, but he doesn't move the Centaur at all. Dropping the flame mortar support. MG34 goes down. One Raketin does get decrewed. But he lost the vetted up Centaur. That's a big loss. Oh! Huge supporting fire barrage there. Knocks out both the AT guns, combining with the double infantry support guns. Kobal is scrambling to recrew them. One of them goes down. The other one gets regathered. And getting low. Yeah, Tiger on the chase down. Just hoping to get some more kills. Up to 12 kills, all infantry. Nearly Vet 1. We'll take engine damage here, and we do have an AVRE now for Kobal after losing. Oh, and he's got the tulip rocket stun on the Yak Tiger. Gonna look for an AVRE shell on it. It's very low, still needs one more shot from the Firefly to seal the deal. Firefly bounces that shot, and now the Jagdtiger getting out of range. Firefly not chasing, very slow to chase. The Jagdtiger's going to get away here. What was that? If he just chased forwards with Firefly, came around this side, maybe we would have ran a mine, but would have been worth losing it. Now he's mobilizing. Go Jagdtiger hunting. Bounces again. Jagdtiger has extremely strong armor. Oh, 3 bounces in a row. Jagdtiger also missing its shot. Seems like maybe the gun animation is bugged out. But the AVRE coming forwards for a kill. Oh, it grazes it, but not enough cash. Not enough damage. Oh, but the Firefly comes forwards for one last shot. Thanks to the spotting from the AVRE, and the Jagdtiger goes down. And OrangePest goes, oh, I've had enough of that Jagdtiger business. I'm going for a King Tiger next. Faust connects on the AVRE. King Tiger spawning on the outside of the map, though. It might be too far away to go chasing on those low health vehicles. Especially with the threat of snares and potentially an AT gun nearby, but that's apparently extremely low on health. KT missing its first shot.
Enemy threatening a capture
Maiden
point.
softening up these squads. AT connecting that time. AT gun coming forwards. Bouncing its first shot. And smoke from the infantry support guns. Here comes a Firefly. One shot from death. Oh, that's a risky proposition. Lucky it didn't quite round the corner and reveal itself. Otherwise, we would have gone down to the King Tiger right there. But behind all this chaos, OrangePest has managed to secure the northern VP. I see up a triple cap, Kobal making a dash for the southern one. And AVRE threatening petard mortar there, even with the damaged engine. It's been using the flame mortar support quite a lot. It's been doing okay as well.
Point is being overrun.
Like missing 2 shots. Really have to be stationary with it. Getting a crush. There we go, getting a shot now. Grazing damage there. Kobal grabbing the north again. OrangePest should maybe be prioritized and not the fuel. Both players have plenty of that. But it's the VPs. Kobal getting very low in that department. Much more important than the fuel at this stage. Infantry support guns continuing to show their strength. Both of them have hit 5. 22 on one, 25 on the other. Impressive performance from them. Got another flare going up from the Fusiliers, leading away for the King Tiger, but the way there's quite a lot of anti-tank in it for an AT gun and the Firefly. King Tiger doesn't really want to engage against that. AVRE back up to full now, ready for some more blasting. Got to be feeling a little bit desperate. Under 100 VPs. Machine guns coming in from both sides now. Oh, with infantry support guns making a big difference in the infantry department there. Continuing to add to their kill counts. Here comes the AVRE. King Tiger right there. The forward repairs as well. Kitten also there. KT bounces its first shot. AVRE connects right in front of the AT gun. AT gun connects as well. Here comes the Firefly bouncing. Okay, now we're getting some bounces. But the tulip rockets seal the deal. KT goes down. And looks like the aviary's gonna skate its way out of harm. Ouch, a couple heavy tank losses for OrangePest and things are not looking quite so rosy anymore for him. Kobal very good about those AVRE shells, lining them up. And it's quite a headache facing off against the AVRE because unlike the Sturm Tiger, you have no idea when it's lining up its shots. Can't see like the barrel being raised, so it makes it significantly harder to dodge.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points. Under fire! Damn, the bastards are good. Damned enemies trying to
Just
take
trying
a
to
point
sneak
from us.
onto that northern VP. AVRE is up there looking for the wipe on it. And it's going to be another Yak Tiger for OrangePest. That's one way to deal with the AVRE. Oh, here we go. Oof. Good attempt. Oh! Super long range. The Yak Tiger gets the kill. Making full use of its 80 range right there. AT gun also going down to the infantry support guns. Now OrangePest in the driver's seat after getting those 2 kills. Getting aggressive, going to outright destroy the AT gun as well. And gathering control of the central VP, also branching out to the northern one with the squad. A lot of twists and turns to this match. OrangePest is a little bit light on infantry now though. He lost his Fusiliers. So I wonder if we're going to see him go for another squad of some description.
We've 75 points remaining.
Infantry, Kobal has gone for a sniper there.
Our capture point.
And
They're trying to
some
take it.
base howitzer fire coming in. Forcing back the Yak Tiger. Incendiary rounds on the machine gun, trying to hold the line here. Doing a pretty good job of it. MGO continually decrewed and goes down there. Firefly coming forwards. Next with the JT. Bouncing that shot. Not surprisingly, it bounces. I think the Yak Tiger has 450 armor. So even something with like super good penetration like the Firefly only has around a 50% chance to actually penetrate it. Most armor of any tank in the game. Yak Tiger, but it is quite vulnerable to shots from the rear, of course.
Point is being overrun.
And Raketten's going on a sneak mission again. Seeing the corpse of their previously fallen comrade on a similar mission. Trying to avoid running through the capture circles here, revealing their position.
Causing trouble, trying to take one of our
Going
points.
hunting for the Firefly, looks like. Kobal does notice them and fends them off. Tiger back in the middle, connecting with the Firefly long range. And looks like OrangePest going for another squad of Volksgrenadiers instead of Fusiliers. I thought the Fusiliers with the flares were working out really nicely for him, but going for the Volks. We'll take a look at the old KD while we're at it. Kobal slightly behind in that department. But not too bad overall. And he's currently pretty heavily invested in infantry as well. Quite far away from his next vehicle. It's strapped for manpower right now. OrangePest still has a little bit left in the bank. If we're going to see him go for a second tank now maybe, or something else.
We're losing a capture point.
Once again, a war for the centre. Both players trying to cap up.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
The Jagdtiger trying to knock out the machine gun, might get collateral hit on the sniper there if he's lucky. Here comes some base artillery. Forcing away the machine gun. Rifle coming forwards, connecting with the Jagdtiger, which is still shooting at infantry. Now Raketen sneaking forwards. Stolen Raketen from the earlier mission. Forcing back the Jagdtiger, and all of a sudden OrangePest getting forced away. Now going for a tank, as I mentioned, finally spending the last of his float. But just the infantry support guns hurting Kobal as he tries to push forwards, decides this is far enough. Intent to hold on to the centre. Oh man. Trying to do some healing up with the sections, but infantry support guns have something else to say about that. 29, well, both on 29. Sniper doing good work in the middle. Jagdtiger grazing the Firefly there, just a stray shot. Maybe attack grounds, I'm not sure. Just pushing in the south now. Oh, there we go, connecting with the Firefly on that shot, that was a big one. Firefly now has to back away for repairs. And infantry support guns do end up clearing out the stolen Raketen there. Now he's shooting at the Jagdtiger for a barrage in return and decrews it straight away. And here comes the Panzer IV going for the sniper. Quick retreat from Kobal. IV doesn't really want to chase, maybe worried about mines or similar. So the sniper does get away on low health there. Low health, another Tommy squad retreating very, very low.
Enemy causing trouble.
And that's going to get away too. Jet squad doing a little bit of damage, and now the Firefly from long range. And then the flame mortar support in middle, decrewing one of the Raketens. Going to get both of them here. That flame mortar support knocking them out quickly.
Point is being overrun.
Wow. Interesting match so far. Moving at a glacial pace. This can happen when these games start going super long like this.
We're losing a capture point.
Look, yeah, looks like Kobal did steal one of the Raketens in middle. Firefly being repaired up now on back lines as well. OrangePest jumping onto the VP. Trying to drain him out. Artillery dropping though. That squad getting low actually. Goes for the retreat straight away. OrangePest now wrapping around. Maybe going to get on the rear of these team weapons. Maybe find that sniper again.
Capture point. They're trying to take it.
Sniper going to work. Backpedaling to the north.
Our supply line's broken.
G also repositioning. Sniper retreating.
Our supply line.
Opportunity is trying to focus fire it down here. Running and gunning with this squad. A little bit risky, but sniper does end up going down. Fire pokes his head forwards and Yak Tiger misses. Return fire shot there. Yak Tiger just soaking up the damage in the middle. Before it comes around the side. Tiger forced away. Same with the P4, doesn't want to get too aggressive, risk losing it to a double AT gun Firefly combo, and expecting the Firefly to chase around the corner. Goes for an attack ground predictively, but doesn't end up paying off. Firefly getting very close to Vet 3 now. Gonna have the bonus damage at that stage. And Firefly pushing forwards here. Getting aggressive. P4 in a little bit of trouble. Going to blitz away, but too late. Tulip rockets on the follow-up. And Kobal's been pretty good with the tulip rockets so far. Making a big difference. Now going for a siege on the truck, it looks like. Try and knock that out. His 6-pounder. Firefly come around the side to damage the Yak Tiger, but hits a mine, one of those multitude of mines. And I don't know what OrangePest is doing. That's the green light to get the kill on this. Just need a one shot to connect. Would have been the end. So it's just playing it safe, I suppose. Tiger now going for the chase down, but already Firefly so far away, doesn't have sight of it.
A capture point is being overrun.
I don't know if that was an attack ground or if he had sight, but did not connect either way. And next to all this, OrangePest has managed to sneak into the north, capture the VP, drain Kobal a few more points. Looks like he's going to be able to maybe hold on to the north as well. Maybe close. On the other side, Kobal sneaking onto the south. Machine gun getting forced away. 38 kills and 34. OrangePest does hang on in the north, so the drain is still on Kobal here. And a fresh Panzer IV for OrangePest. Doesn't have any requisitions. Get that one in the middle, right?
Threatening a capture point.
Chasing away in this section from the south, opening up capture down there. Firefly Vet 3 now got that bonus damage. And Yak Tiger pushing forwards aggressively. Maybe here's the fog of war, Firefly backing away. Yak Tiger misses its shot. Some artillery coming down. Oh boy! MG gone straight away. Yak Tiger going to take engine damage here. Not allowing it fully repaired. Not allowing it to be fully repaired. Allows for easy engine damage on the JT. And now the Firefly just ripping into the Panzer IV. Just goes down straight away. That Vet 3 Firefly is not to be messed with. Looks like OrangePest just trying to hold on to the VPs. Drain them out. 9 remaining. Has to retreat. Ooh. Ooh. Tag teaming in, and the clock is still there. 6 remaining. OrangePest just throwing away that Panzer IV there, though. And we'll take it back in for some more action. Oh, and once again, Jagdtiger not fully repaired. Takes engine damage. Tying up a shot on the Firefly. Never comes off though. Might have lost sight of it just in the wrong time. Now going for a cap in middle. Jagdtiger wounded. The T-gun goes down, so Jagdtiger coming back in. Connects there, I'm pretty sure. Kobal trying desperately to hang on in the middle. Here comes a Raketin though. And Jagdtiger has to go away. Firefly coming in. If he gets a penetration combined with a tulip rockets. Oh, main gun crit on the Jagdtiger. Doesn't even need. Firefly backing away though. Maybe he's worried about getting snared, or maybe a sneaky Raketin on OrangePest side. And attack ground tip there.
Weapon crew lost.
He's still on the chase down with that Raketin coming for the Jagdtiger. Jagdtiger still has very strong frontal armor though. Oh, and it's abandoned. What? What? Oh, what a meme for both players. Well, nice Vickers positioning here. Next target for the infantry support guns, I'm sure. Jagdtiger out here abandoned. Going to try and get that repaired up. He gets a squad inside, it would be nice. That way repair drones will come over and start assisting in the repairs. Won't do that while it's abandoned and neutralized. Kobal hanging in. Still maintaining control of one VP. He's desperate to drain him out.
Trying to take one of our points.
Support gun's now going to work. Kobal dodging again, predictively. And OrangePest never investing into obers or anything like that. Starting to cause him a few headaches now against this elite British infantry. Fortunately, he's alone, struggling. Does always have these infantry support guns though, but you know, if they have to reposition or if Kobal's on the move, not always finding their mark. An AT gun pushing forwards. Looks like he's going to go for the kill on the truck here.
Your AVRE funny? It's ready.
And a fresh AVRE for Kobal now, but here comes the Jagdtiger connecting. Firefly forced away. Flame mortar on top of the infantry support guns, forcing them away this time. And then comes a whole wave of Volksgrenadiers. Ooh, Jagdtiger connecting big on that. Squad down. Kobal knows about the VPs jumping in, doing everything in his power to stop. OrangePest gone for the cap, and here comes the AVRE. Did this turn things around? Just the threat of the mortar shell. OrangePest dodging. You never know when it's coming in. Here it is. Squad does go down, but Kobal holds on to the VP. AVRE connects, but doesn't get the wipe. Repair drones come to get rid of that last bit of damage. The Jagdtiger will be mobile again. And they'll throw some base artillery onto that truck, try to finish the job. And it looks like that will finish the job indeed. Triggering a mine there as well. There we go. Mechanized truck is down. AVRE pushing forwards, but the Jagdtiger is right there. Jagdtiger missing wildly on its first shot. Firefly and AT guns pushing forwards, but The Sphere is right there to push forwards in its presence.
Enemy down to 200 points.
Support gun's safe.
Enemy threatening.
And now OrangePest pushing on every angle, looking for the capture. Also activating the breakthrough to try and speed up capture of the territory points. He's neutralized in the north. Aviary heading up that way now.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Here comes. OrangePest on the run. Going for this squad, looks like. Oh, grazing damage. OrangePest now throwing a squad into middle as well. Machine gun forced away. Squad goes down. AVRE trying to get the job done with its machine gun alone, but looks like he's going to lose control in the middle as well, and that'll be it. OrangePest gets the capture in the north as well. And that's the game. Kobal saying imagine no abandon, and he's right. Could have been a completely different game. Just shows you what a good mechanic that is. Well, that was a real marathon match. Not much to say about that. OrangePest just playing a very, very slow style, going straight for the Yag Tiger, which was which led to a very, very long match indeed. But the Yag Tiger, I feel like, is pretty good against the AVRE, so I can't really blame him. And for going, maybe he could have gone for a tank like quite early after going for his Sphere, but later on it did make sense to go straight for a heavy tank because Kobal had so much anti-tank in the form of the Firefly, the AAT guns. Most other tanks would kind of be pointless at that stage. But yeah, also good to see the double infantry support guns this game under the protection of the Sphere, really showing the worth against Brits. 41 and 50 kills accordingly. They got the job done nicely for OrangePest. Probably the strongest units of the game, followed by that Firefly. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye. Good luck.